So today, I'm going to tell you all how I ended up here in Japan. But first, I'm going to take you all with me. I got a couple of errands I got to run around town, and we might make some photos while we're out. But I got to do that first. And then after that, I'm going to tell you all how I got here. So let's go do it. Mask. I hate wearing these masks, man. Masks are ridiculous. If you don't like wearing a mask, drop a like on this video because I totally do not like wearing this mask. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Safety first. Anyway, we made it into town. We're headed over here to the camera store. They do 1 hour processing for color film. We got a couple rolls of color film. I got 2 more shots left in the Lumia. I'm gonna try to find some portraits to get, but if I can't find any portraits, I'll just take something that whatever catches my eye. Let's try to do it. Alright, I found a little composition that I like, which is this little Vespa right here behind me. I think I'm gonna get this photo and then it should be the last 2 on the road and then we'll head over to the camera store. Alright, so we finished this roll of film. Pro 400H is finished. And I'm going to load up some HP5 because I want to process it at home. I don't want to wait for it out. So Pro 400H is finished. Okay, so we made it to the camera store. This is the camera store right here behind me. I'm gonna drop my film off. Then we have about an hour to walk around and try to make some more photos.
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。Ah, that's a heavy camera. Came down here for a minute, grabbed me something to drink. Got a cocoa, because I don't like coffee. To all the coffee drinkers out there, I have no idea how you do it. So I was thinking, I just finished taking a couple portraits, and it just made me think, what's your guys' pickup line? For everybody out there who takes portraits of people on the street, like, what do you say? What's your pickup line? I've been doing it here in Japan without a lot of Japanese, using what I know, but to everybody out there in a country that speaks your language, what do you say to people? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna drink this cocoa. So how did I end up here in Japan? That's the question we started this video off with, and I think now that we finished everything we have to do today, now I can tell you how I got here. But yeah, so how did I get here? I moved away from the United States in 2005. before I even came to Japan. I lived in Thailand for about 4 years, from 2005 up until 2019. In that time, I had 2 positions there. One was a volunteer that I did some volunteer work for about a year and a half. I went back to the U.S. for a month, and then moved back to Thailand again, and stayed there for another 2.5 years. Now, while I was in Thailand, it hit me that a personal dream that I always had was to live outside of the U.S. and travel the world, which I'll show you a little note that I wrote to myself right here, and I want you to check that date, because it's funny how long ago I wrote that note, and now I'm not in the U.S. and I'm kind of seeing the world like how I wanted to. When I was in Thailand, I was like, okay, I'm already out of the U.S. I'm gonna go to the place that I want to go and check it out and just see how it is, because I don't know how it will be to live there. Now, Japan, I had traveled here twice before I actually moved here, and I like to travel in Japan. And Big Bird in Japan was the reason why I wanted to come to Japan. I saw it as a kindergartner, and I still remember the video vividly. And I was like, yo, when I was in kindergarten, I was like, I gotta go there. And guess what? I ended up here. So when I was in Thailand, I applied for a position to come and work in Japan. And in 2019, in January, I ended up getting the position. And then I moved here in March of 2019, like late March, the first week of April. And I've been living here ever since. So at this point in time, it's about a year that I've been living in Japan. And it's pretty cool. You know, I can't even lie. I do like traveling in Japan, and maybe a bigger city experience would be different. It's kind of slow living in the countryside, but you know, the nature is beautiful. So I can't complain too much, man. It could be a lot worse. And yeah. So that's how I ended up in Japan, and you know, it's not that difficult for you guys. I say it's not that difficult. It is difficult. Let me stop playing. Living outside of the U.S. in a place that doesn't speak your language, in a culture that's not your own, is difficult. It's a lot. It's taxing on your mentally. It's very taxing. Anybody who's watching this, if you decide to move outside of the U.S., just be prepared for A, culture shock, and B, a language barrier, and trying to fight through those things every day. And if you can take that and be lighthearted about it, then you're not going to have any problems living outside of the U.S. So I say, if you get the chance, move outside of the U.S. There's beautiful places out here in the world. And even if you don't move, travel outside of the U.S. or travel outside of your home country and just go see other cultures, see other people, how they live. People are people all around the world. So with all of that being said, that's how I ended up here in Japan. If you all like this type of content, where this kind of like vlog style of video, let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to make some more of these. It's actually kind of fun. Join the community here by hitting that subscribe button on the channel right below this video. You can hit the subscribe button, and then go to my Instagram page, which I'll posted somewhere on the screen. Join the Instagram community, and check out my website. It's in the description down below. My website has been launched. There's multiple stages to this website. I plan on opening a store soon once I figure out this international shipping, because Japan tripping. But anyway, check out the website. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, and thank you for watching. Stays on focus. I'm out. Peace.